Hello, y'all. Hello, y'all. I'm glad that you guys are out here. I'm glad that you're here. It's so good to see you guys. Welcome back, you guys. It's Kareem Jackson. You're live on the set. I'm so glad you guys are here. I help woke entrepreneurs to minimize their cluttered lifestyles, to outsource their business process, to make more money, make more profits, live their dream lifestyle while they do it. We get into all these kind of different types of topics here because we get mainly into entrepreneurship and business. And a lot of you guys have been asking me because everyone knows tourism is about to boom. It's getting ready to be hell on wheels around the world as folks in America and Europe and everywhere get vaccinated. They want to get the hell out of Dodge and they're going to be looking somewhere to go. And a lot of you guys have been messaging me again. I'm going to tell you why I chose the Philippines. I've lived in Africa. I've lived in Italy, France, Europe. You guys, I've lived in specifically Nigeria, Ghana, Kenya. I've lived in Mexico. You guys, I've lived in Canada, China. Oh my God. But I'm in the Philippines right now. And a lot of you guys are asking me why, why, how did I choose the Philippines? What are the things that I looked at, the criteria when it comes to, because you guys know I'm in business, you know, I'm a consultant, I'm a coach, I'm a fan and an advocate for outsourcing and delegation. I'm a diversity and inclusion guy. So you guys have been asking me this question. And a lot of you guys know me as the magazine guy, but mainly I do business development. That's my main business. We're celebrating 20 years at K&Co America. Shout out to all of my big team. A shout out to our new venture, our partners over there at Outs on outzed.us, you guys. So I wanted to give you guys this show specifically to let you guys know why the Philippines and why I think that a lot of you guys should think twice about the Philippines. If you're just a regular Joe, a regular Tyrone, a regular Shaniqua Shante, I think you guys should really look into this, really understand that when it comes down to it, the Philippines is a great place for basic, regular businesses, regular people, you guys are trying to do their thing, small business entrepreneurs, educators, TV people. First of all, you guys are here with me right now for Black and Abroad, you guys, one-on-one. If you guys are on LinkedIn Live, you guys know this LinkedIn Live event is going to teach you guys all about becoming the person that you want to be, get into entrepreneurship. And this specific episode is because a lot of you guys, one of the big things in your list is how to go around, how to get around the world, how to outsource, how to free your life up, because a lot of you guys are working remotely now. So number one, you guys, we talked about this when it comes down to how it is, how life is abroad. I want to tell you one thing that really affected me really great is this right here. That when it comes down to it, but first of all, I want to just put that out there because I wanted you guys to understand about the situation when it comes to racism free. What I mean by that, because a lot of folks sit up here and they get pissed off at me when I'm telling you that it's racism free. You guys want to tell me about your experiences and things you've had go on and what racism is. First of all, let me tell you this. We're all racist. First of all, it's how you act about racism. That's the difference. If you like fat girls and not skinny girls, that doesn't make you a racist. If you are like light skin over dark skin, that does not make you a racist. If you have preconceived notions about certain people of color or not color or white or green or whatever the hell, but then you don't act on it, you don't treat them in a certain way, that's not racist. That's not racism. Ism is ism. Ism means that there's a systemic type situation. And when I say racism free, what I mean is that being black in the Philippines, black American especially, is an asset. Racism free means there is nothing. I've went into 1 or 2 or 3 meetings ever in this country, and my race, meaning black, okay? If it's American, that could be many things. A lot of folks don't like Americans around the world, but being black has always been an asset to me, except for in a couple of situations. And typically it wasn't really racist. They just didn't really want to deal with black folks because maybe they knew how we are. Aggressive, go-getters, all of these things. It wasn't the racist situation of an America. America, to me, racism means no matter who the hell you are, nigga, you ain't getting in here. I don't care if you're Obama and Michelle Obama, the most educated first lady in American history. But the racist showed her as an ape in heels. That's very different because if she was a white girl with the exact same credentials, she wouldn't be treated that way. Never experienced that. And that's where the term racism free comes from. That's where it comes from. That's what I'm talking about. So I just want to make sure I put that out there and say it to you because I want to make sure that you guys understand that it doesn't matter if you're black, white, brown, or whatever. Racism is a cancer that can ruin every single thing. Number 2, you guys know this is true. At the end of the day, I can't lie. I love the tropics. I love sunshine. I grew up in California. My family's from Kansas City, Missouri, but I grew up in California. So the tropical lifestyle, you cannot beat the California sunshine. sunshine every single day. That's what you got here. You got California sunshine, baby. You know, you got folks out here that are living their life, doing their thing. You got the laptop. If you on the beach, you can run your business from your laptop on the beach. Let me give you another one, y'all. It ain't just about us. $100 billion. That's how much cash Black Americans spent in 2019 on tourism. 500 million Black Americans traveled globally in 2019. And on average, they spent 600, which is about 30,000 pesos. If you're in other countries like Ghana or whatever, it's about 60 to 75,000 every single day. It's not just me. There is a Black tourism boom. We are seeing the things I'm talking about. I'm talking specifically about the Philippines, and this is all over the world, but a lot of countries with Black Lives Matter, you saw the support. They really, really, really believe that in the day, they know that we're not a negative situation. Tropical lifestyle was one thing, was really important to me. And so I really wanted to be able to have sunshine. The quality of life is no freaking joke. Even if you don't appreciate it, even if you don't know what the hell that means, you need to ask somebody, because at the end of the day, the quality of life is what is truly, truly important. You cannot sit up here and tell me you didn't learn any of this during COVID. We all learned what this meant during COVID. We all understood that when it comes down to it, you can be doing your stuff. You can wear them Gucci's and Pradas all you want. You can have your Gucci slides, your great car. But at the end of the day, what's the quality of food you eating though? How many hours a week are you working? How stressed out are you to just be over broke? Job, right? Just over broke. J-O-B. So the quality of life, you guys, number 3 for me is quality of life. When you start thinking about what you're going to do, whether your business, whether your lifestyle, whatever the hell it is, you start thinking in your head, where can I live with the best quality of life? Not where can you show off? I live in London. I live in Paris. I live in France. That's cute. Don't get me wrong. That's cute. And that's okay. If you're doing that, that's cool. But for me, I wanted a higher quality of life with less hours working, less stress working. Number 4, you guys, financial freedom, baby. Financial freedom is crazy. Back home, we hear all these folks talking about savings and do this and do that and fiscally responsible and all this crap. But when it comes down to it, financial freedom, I'll tell you what financial freedom is to me. I don't need to worry about saving because I have money to invest. I don't need to spend everything. I can choose to get this or to get that or to go there or to do this. I'm not worried about, oh my God, can I save 5%? Can I save 10%? We literally reinvest 50% of our company's income, gross income, back into our business. We've been doing that for 10 years. We've lived very frugally in the Philippines once we figured out how. And we reinvest, whether it's graphics, whether it's pivoting now, whether it's websites, whether it's business, logo animations, Wi-Fi, expanding the shows. We can reinvest, and that means invest in ourselves. Number 5, you guys, situation here I'm talking about is hospitality is amazing. They treat you like family. They treat you like friends. You can really, 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 really enjoy it. And a lot of it has to do with the fact of here, you're living a better situation. You're not struggling so much. You are probably a better person abroad than you may be in the States. So hospitality is a real big deal and a really important situation and part of their culture. They don't treat like you good or me good. They treat everybody good. They're very hospitable. It's one of those things where I've been literally walking down the street and started drinking with folks I didn't know. Went to their home. It was grandma's birthday, things like that. And it was a wonderful situation. And that was really, really great for me. And it was a situation where I really wasn't used to that. I was not used to it. I was surprised about it. And if you guys have ever been to the Philippines, you guys know that their hospitality is world renowned and it is a serious situation. And here, being a Black American person, we don't get much hospitality back home in America in the West. We cool with each other. But of course, even in the States, you pretty much have a chip on your shoulder. You're from the hood, you're macho, you're whatever it is. Here you can let all your guards down and just really enjoy a really nice people, hospitable people, just naturally who they really are in general. There's no back-ended situation. Sometimes there are, if they need, there's few like that, of course, bad apples in every bunch. But for the most part, even the bad apples, they're hospitable. From when you get off the plane, they're hospitable. So just keep that in mind, you guys. That's another reason I was loving the hospitality. I thought that was amazing. And the other good thing, you guys, I want to put in your face there is you may be thinking about this. If you have a business, location, boo-boo. Location is very, very serious. If you're doing business, you have got to think about, where am I? Where can I jump off? How can I grow? How can I jump off from this point or that point and really make it to where I can grow my situation and do what I got to do? If I got to hop here to go to a printer or hop here and go to a business, what is it? How can I do that? And their location is right in the middle of everything on this side of the world. And of course, you can ship things anywhere you need as well. That's not a big deal. So if you do need to go to China, if you do need to go to Thailand, Singapore, United States, Philippines is kind of right in the middle of everything. If you look here at the map on the screen, you guys can really see that at the end of the day, they're kind of right there in the middle of everything. It's kind of right there. You don't have to worry about going all over the place and really chasing things down and chasing people down and situations and opportunities. You don't need to do about that. The location is centrally situated right in the middle of everything. And you really don't appreciate that. But when you come out here, believe it or not, more than in the States, I hate to say this again, but people travel more out here. Business people out here really do more things. Everything, they're used to being international. They're used to having international clientele. And a lot of people in the States, we really take that for granted because we really don't know what that means, right? So location for me was one thing that I really, really thought that was amazing, and it changed the game for me as well. Number 7, you guys, that gets me here to really focus on number 7, which is the flexibility of lifestyle. Let me break this down. Let me unpack this for you real quick. Okay. In the Philippines, you can literally choose what lifestyle you want to live. You can live a Zen life on an island, meditate all day, which I've done. You can write books and find your center. You can also choose to live better than you did in the USA. You can choose that too. I did that for a while as well, with a swag condo, a maid, a driver, and morph into a socialite, as well as find the love of your life, which I've done. Have a beautiful family with a more traditional family structure than in America or somewhere in the middle as I live. You can choose these things and understand that when I say that you can choose and there's a flexibility of lifestyle, what I'm talking about is that in the States, and you guys, foreigners, Filipinos never understand what I mean. But in the States, the cheap restaurant to us is McDonald's. Here, that's expensive. If you want to take the family out, you ain't got a lot of money, but you got a little bit of money, you can go Pizza Hut. Here, it's expensive. So it's one of those things where you can choose the life you want. You can say, I just want to chill on the beach. As long as I get married, take care of my visa, whatever it is that I need to do, you can live on the beach and do whatever. Be a writer. No one's going to judge you. No one's going to wonder why you don't shave. No one's going to wonder, why are you writing on all the other. It's not like that. They live like that. If you just choose to live in the Manhattan of the Philippines, which is like Makati, the Fort, the Greenbelt area, you can do that too. And you can live there. You can have a job. You can live there. You can have a business. You can do that too. You can choose. And I've done all of those. Developing magazines here. I've lived in shanties. I've lived in beautiful places like Cebu and Boracay, Palawan, Leyte. I've lived in Manila, Quezon City, Bulacan, of course, all of the different places. Writing my magazines, writing books, doing consulting, living the life I could never imagine living back home in the States. So the freedom of lifestyle is a big deal. And it's a really big deal if you're a regular, average Joe Blow back home and all you want to do is enjoy your life. It's a big deal because a lot of times back home, you don't have the choice. You got college debt. You've got credit card debt. I don't mean investing credit card debt. I mean credit card from buying those Gucci slides, taking those vacations to get away from everybody, for a week or two, Christmas gifts on your credit cards, things like that. So you don't have as much of a choice. You got to get up and you got to go make that money. You got to get that bag. You're not getting the bag because it's fun. Whereas in the Philippines, you could actually be getting the bag because it's fun. You could really enjoy your public school education. You don't need a college degree to succeed abroad. Maybe to have a job you do, but maybe, depends. So keep that in mind too, you guys. This flexibility of life is amazing. It's a reality thing. It's something that's real. And a lot of folks don't understand that when it comes down to it back home in the West, you really don't have many choices. If you can't make it happen, you're broke. You're homeless. No doubt about it. You are broke and homeless. So keep that in mind, by the way, too. So understand that when you really think about where you want to go, It's not just about going somewhere and you can live this dream. You want somewhere where if you want, you can live different types of lifestyles and to find which one is good for you. Most countries like America, there's only one lifestyle. There's rich, broke, poor. And the lifestyle doesn't change very much. That's why you're rich, broke, poor. Whereas in the States, broke and poor, it's not the same in the West. It's not, as it is in here in Asia, in the Philippines, because you can be poor and broke and be happy as hell. You can enjoy and have just enough money to live your life, do your thing, write your book for a year, 2 years, 5 years, a week, whatever. You can choose. And then after you enjoy that, you can say, okay, now I'm going to go live in Beverly Hills. I'm going to go live in Makati now. You can choose that. Whereas in the States, I really didn't see it as a choice. It's more of a gradual thing. Whereas here, for us, especially as Westerners, it's a choice. And it's a beautiful choice. It's a freeing choice. It's a life-changing choice. Because in the States, we really don't know how much we are on the grind. We know now because of COVID. A lot of folks, y'all learned the hard way. So you guys see it now. Number 8, you guys may not think about this a lot, but it was a big deal for me. And my blessing was that I came here doing this. But to be understood is that entrepreneurial opportunities are all over the place. People here, even though they don't realize it, entrepreneurship is truly a rite of passage here. People here really, 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 really pride themselves in having their own business, feeding their own families. People here drive tricycles or they drive buses or they drive Jeeps. It's like their own business. They have small canteens. They have farms. They like I mentioned before, Cloven, here, they're making jewelry. So understand is that a really big part of it is entrepreneurship opportunities in the Philippines are huge. They abound. They're all over the place. More so in the States because the cost of entry here is a lot lower. And benefit for you as a Westerner in the Philippines doing business is that you can do a simple business here and be fine. A small canteen or restaurant or little tiki bar type thing on the beach and you cool. You can feed your whole family, live off of that. Live on the beach, have a little rent surfboards or whatever you might do. You can live in the city as a consultant, coaching. You can help other businesses as I do. I help other businesses to succeed. So I don't really, especially now with COVID, I don't really need my own offices, my own office space. It's better if I can be flexible and travel wherever my clients are. Now they're on Zoom. So if you're in business for yourself or you want to be in business for yourself, you're in music, anything like that, it's not a situation. This is an emerging market. This is the fastest growing market in the world right now. COVID kind of changed things and now they're getting back up. But before COVID, fastest growing economy in the world was in the Philippines. You can see cranes and growth all over the place. So entrepreneurship opportunities is really, really important to me. I think it's a really great situation where a lot of folks really understand the fact that that is something really, really big that we don't think about when we look at relocating. Can I do business there? Can I work with the people? Maybe they're hospitable. There's no racism. They're nice. It's emerging. Your lifestyle is what you want it to be. So if you're a business-minded person, it's easy for you. And typically, a lot of them are doing business on their own. They're already doing business. You're not showing them anything that they're not knowing that they're doing on their own. So keep that in mind too. Here for number 9, I've got 2. The ease of visa and the outsourceability is crazy awesome in the Philippines. 1, you land, you got a visa already for 21 days. You can go ahead and you can extend that. You can go back and forth. You can do different things. You can get married, of course. You can have a retirement visa, I think at 35 years old. Or maybe 40, I can't think what it is. Whatever it is, it's younger than me. But you can have, it's easy. There's no issue about it. And most countries around the world for American tourists, it is easy anyway. So just keep that in mind. But because that's only a one-time thing, that's why I figured for number 9, we wanted to have 2. The outsource ability is amazing also. It's easy to outsource things to be done because you're here in one of the outsourcing capitals of the world. So of course, if you're here doing business, especially if you have American clients or Western clients back home, you're not the one doing a lot of the social media. You can focus on the development, the creativity, and things like that. Because once you get here, you're going to know the visa thing. You're going to figure the visa thing out. The outsource ability you'll like because when you're here, 1, it's kind of easy to find outsourced jobs, especially now after COVID. remote work jobs, gig jobs for the gig economy, but also it's easy for you to get things done for your clients or whatever you're doing back home because you could outsource to so many creative people here. There's tens of thousands of people right at your fingertips, no matter what you do to help you grow your business. Design, whether it's logos, whether it's graphics, whether it's an ebook or an e-magazine, whether it's, making suits or sending things back home, whether it's, like I'm saying, clothing, local jewelry and things you want to send back, to the United States or to Europe to sell in these little, organic shops and things like that. Really, really awesome. The next thing I want to say to you guys is that it's a struggle-free situation. You're not going to struggle here, especially if you're Black or minority. You are not going to struggle here. That's the way it is. I think that folks really think that I'm crazy. I'm not. I grew up in San Diego, California. This graphic on the screen is where I grew up. Look at these homeless people. This is the reality of a lot of Americans right now. We don't want to admit it. We don't want to talk about it. But in the day, this is the reality for a lot of us right now. Struggling. American education, college graduate, struggling. The stress that you go through every day, living that lifestyle, getting that dream, chasing that, struggling. I told you, here in the Philippines, I don't know anyone that was evicted. I don't care whether they made $200 a month or $100,000 a month. I don't know anyone that was alone. I don't know anyone that was struggling. Yeah, things happened. Yeah, they needed some help. Yeah, they sent out some canned goods and some relief goods and things like that. But no one needed a bailout. And they're still in lockdown in many places in the Philippines. You can go out and do things, but they're kind of separated by your area. So if your neighborhood or your city is okay, you're okay. So if you go from city to city or neighborhood to neighborhood, that's when they kind of change things. So that's kind of been a good way. It's been working since the very beginning. And mind you, the Philippine president Duterte did not say that it was a scam or a fraud or a hoax. So we've been kind of knowing what's going on and able to make our choice and be healthy and wear masks since 2019. So we haven't had the issues that everyone else has had, but understand here, a lot of folks don't struggle here. You see a few that have probably usually done something, their karma's bad, but for the most part, if you're struggling back home, you need to rethink things, because especially if you're Black and you're in America right now and you're struggling, if you can survive and do okay in the States, I'm gonna say it again, y'all, you can survive anywhere in the world. Number 11, you guys, I know y'all don't want to hear it. I know y'all think I'm crazy when I say it. Black privilege, y'all. That's Muhammad Ali right there. Thank you, Associated Press, for this picture. That's Muhammad Ali, y'all. Black privilege is the other one, y'all. This one here, I love this too. When I saw this, I thought it was beautiful. We are only niggas in the West, okay? Keep that in mind. We are only niggas in the West. No one else sees us that way, treats us that way, believes we're that way, and we don't act that way anywhere else in the world. And Muhammad Ali, if you look back to his video, he's been saying it for a long time. Bless his soul right now. Barack Obama, the first Black American president, had the first Black ambassador to the Philippines appointed by him here. That's when I came. Understand, Black privilege is real. The same as white privilege. We just don't misuse things like some people do. You want to be somewhere where your color is an asset to you, your business, your kids, get the hell out of America and Europe for a while. You ain't got to move. You can have dual residency, baby. You ain't got to move, but get out for a while and see what it means. And it's not privilege in the way of white privilege. Black privilege means you've earned this privilege. It's not given to you because of your ancestors taking it from other people. It's because everyone knows slavery in America. Everyone knows apartheid. Everyone knows what goes on. Everyone knows. If you saw the world rise up for Black Lives Matter, the world rose up. So when you travel around, there's a privilege. It's not because they feel sorry for you. It's because they freaking love Beyonce. They loved Kobe, Shaq, movies, hip hop, entertainment, all the things that you thought didn't matter, that they told you were crap. If they told you hip hop, rap, and all that was crap back in the day, whatever. Fried chicken, they love that. Watermelon, they love that. They even got chitlins here, y'all. Called Papa Eton. When it comes down to it, y'all understand something. Is that Black privilege is real. Really understand that you can choose anywhere you want to go. And right now with racism and all that stuff, a lot of folks are just tired of dealing with it. And I think a lot of folks really don't understand. And a lot of companies in America, and in Europe are going to realize Black Americans, Black people, anyone in general in that matter, the world is kind of open right now. So you need to treat your employees better, your partners better, your people better, because the world is going for them. The world realizes the value of them. So guys like me that are out here doing videos telling you why you should leave the States or leave the West and come out here, whether it's for a week or for a lifetime, we're all over the place. There's not many black folks talking about it, but there's white folks all over the internet, all over YouTube, all kinds of Europeans, backpacking, getting tattoos, getting dreadlocks. They're all over the place. So keep that in mind, you guys. Again, Kareem Jackson live on the set. I don't want to go over. I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you to our sponsors, you guys. And I will see you again next time, you guys. Stay tuned. And you guys, success is for everyone. And that means you. Love you guys. Cheers.